Hi students, how are you all? Welcome back to today's class. In this video, we are going to discuss about summary writing. What is summary writing? What are the points to be remembered while writing a summary? And how to write a summary. First of all, let's discuss what is a summary. A summary is a shortened passage which retains the essential information of the original. It is a fairly brief restatement, in your own words, of the contents of a passage. So what do you mean by a summary? It is nothing but a short passage which you write in your own words. You simply report back what the writer has said without making value judgments. That means you cannot include your opinions or ideas in this passage, in the summary. You have to simply write down, take the phrases from the passage and write it down in your own words. While writing a summary, there are certain steps that you need to keep in mind. Remember, these steps should be followed in correct order. The first thing is you need to read the question carefully. Okay, before going through the passage, go through the question. Try to get the idea what the writer is trying to ask you. Okay, then the second point is read the passage or the given article. While you're reading it, you will know clearly exactly what information you need to pick out from that passage. The third point is identify the information relevant to the question. So whatever the question is asking is asked, you need to find out the information related to it. Make notes in your own words. You should start making notes in your own words. Either you can do it in your own words or you can take phrases or clauses from the passage. Remember, you cannot take the complete sentences. You cannot write those things. If you write it, then the marks will not, even though if the point is correct, the marks will not be allotted. So you have to be very careful. You have to just take the phrase or the clause, or else in your own words you can write it down. Then count the main points. How many main points you are supposed to. Sometimes in the question it will specify find 6, find 5 points, find 6 points, like that. Sometimes they will not mention the number of points. So when that is the case, you need to look at the marks. If it is 3-mark question, you need to find at least 5 to 6 points. And if it is 2-mark question, then you need to find at least 4 to 5 points. Okay? After finding out the points and writing them, start writing the summary. When you're writing the summary, as I told you, you cannot start, I'm writing the summary at the starting introduction and all should not be there. So you can, using those points, you can write the story. And then the next one is the final check. In this one, you have to be very careful what the summary is written within the word limit. It should not exceed more than 50. And the word limit can be between 49 to 51. Don't exceed more than 51 or less than 49. Marks will be again deducted. So these are the main steps you need to remember while writing a summary. Okay, now you understood what are the steps to write in a summary. But while writing this summary, you should keep certain things in mind. Okay, the first and foremost thing is you need to write precisely. I mean exactly what the question is asking, you should write that much only. Include important points only. Means extra information, irrelevant information will be provided over there, but you are not supposed to write all those things. Only the main points you are supposed to write it. Arrange the points in correct order. All the points what you are writing, it should be in correct order. Okay, while you are writing the summary. While you are making the notes, no problem over there if there is upside down. Okay, but while you are writing the summary, they should be in the correct order. Form sentences by joining points. So what you can do is sometimes you can join 2 points in one sentences. Okay, and then you can write it one complete sentence. Use transitional words or linking words. You know what are transition words and linking words? Means the joining words, conjunctions, linking words, transition, however, moreover, furthermore, firstly, secondly. So all these things you can use while you're writing the summary so that that point is related to one another. Stick to the correct word limit. So the word limit is very, very important. You need to stick to that correct word limit. Don't exceed it or don't write too less. These things you should keep in mind while writing the summary. Word of warning. While writing summary, there are certain things which you are not supposed to include. Okay, you have to be very careful. The first and foremost thing is personal opinion. Nobody is going to ask you your suggestion, your ideas, your opinion. No, it is not required while writing a summary. Only whatever the writer has written, you have to write it in the same thing in the short form. Any starting introduction, that is also not required. I am writing this summary talks about this. These all things are irrelevant. It is not required while writing your summary. Extra information or unnecessary details. There will be a lot of, I said earlier that a lot of extra information will be given, but all those things you are not supposed to write down. Just the question, what it is asking, take those points, and then you need to start your summary based on that only. Your summary is written in formal language, so no contractions or short forms. These you must avoid it. Lengthy quotations, complete sentences from the passage should not be picked. I am repeating again, even if the point is correct, marks will not be allotted. You will not be awarded any mark for that one, because you cannot pick the complete sentence or lengthy quotations from the passage. So these are the things which you should not include while writing a summary. The most important thing is you must ignore the similes, okay, long descriptions and strings of adjectives. All the figures of speech, whatever the writer is using, you are supposed to avoid all those things. Lengthy descriptions, adjectives and all, that is not at all required while writing a summary. So you can skip or remove those parts while you are writing the summary. I hope now you have understood how to write a summary and what are the things or steps to be followed while writing a summary. Now look at the screen, all of you. Read the passage carefully. Write a summary of 50 words to describe the way dragons are viewed across cultures. So first and foremost thing is read the question. So what is the question talking about? Is asking you to describe the ways dragons are viewed across cultures. Now let's start reading the passage. Dragons across cultures. Wherever you live, you have probably heard of dragons and may even assume that all cultures see dragons in the same way. However, such an assumption is not correct. In some cultures, the dragon is viewed as a monster, but in others, such as China and Vietnam, the dragon is perceived quite differently. There, they are valued for their magic and beauty, and respected. Their anatomy, their behavior, their symbolism, and what they mean to society are viewed with quite different eyes. In these cultures, dragons are used in ceremonies and parades. Although they may look like monsters, they actually symbolize heroism, not danger and threat. Indeed, they are considered more a protector than a villain and are very much a symbol of power. The Chinese even have a year of the dragon, and it is said that everyone born in this year will be healthy, wealthy, and wise. All of the qualities which the dragon is said to represent. The year of the dragon is said to be a very prosperous year for the people of China. So now we have finished reading the passage. Now we have to start finding out the important phrases or clauses in this passage. Now you have read the question and even read the passage. Now let's start to finding out the phrases related to the question. Look at the first paragraph. Students, keep in mind, see, there will be a lot of extra information over here which we do not need. We just need to find out how dragons are viewed across cultures. So in the first paragraph, what you will find, see, I have highlighted some of the words. Some cultures, a dragon is perceived differently. So that means in some cultures, they perceive dragons different. That is the first point which we have picked up from the passage. Look carefully at the passage again, the first paragraph. Can we find any other phrase or clause in that which is very important to the question? Yes, you can see over there. Again, I have highlighted valued for their magic and beauty and respected. That phrase is also one of the important point. Do you think we can find any other point in that first paragraph? Well, I don't think so. We have found there are 2 points which are very important related to the question. Now let's go to the next paragraph. Let's see what is the third most important point. So you can see the sentence over there. Although they may look like monsters, they actually symbolize heroism, not danger and threat. So what is the third point? Symbolize heroism. Now let's move on to the next sentence. They are considered more a protector than a villain and are very much a symbol of power. So do you find any important phrase in this one which related to the question? Yes. So that means what is the point? A protector and a symbol of power. So those are the highlighted words or phrases which is important for the question. Till now we found out 4 points. Can you find out any more? Is there any more point in the last paragraph? Well, I think so. Yes, we have one more point. See the sentence over there. The Chinese even have a year of the dragon, and it is said that everyone born in this year will be healthy, wealthy, and wise. So what is the phrase which phrase is important over here? Born in this year will be healthy, wealthy, and wise. So this is the last point which we have found in this passage. We have found all the points in the passage. You can see it on the screen. The highlighted phrases and the clauses, those are the main points according to the question. Now let's start writing these main points. See the first point. Some cultures dragon is perceived differently. See the sentence how it is and how I have written over here. Some cultures perceive dragon differently. See, you can change the structure of the sentence, but keep in mind that the meaning should be the same. It should not change the meaning. Look at the second point. Valued for their magic and beauty and respected. How I have changed? I have made it very simple. Valued for magic, beauty and respect. Then the third, some of the other points I have kept as it is. I did not do any changes. They were simple, so I kept it as. Even you can do the same thing. Where it is required, you can change. Where it is not required, you can keep it as simple as it is. So the third point is symbolize heroism. And then the next, a protector and a symbol of power. Look at the last point. Born in this year will be healthy, wealthy and wise. So here, born in this year, I have used over here hyphen instead of writing everything over here. Will be and all. So I have just put hyphen and used healthy, wealthy and wise, the short form of it. So now using these points, we will have to write the summary. After writing down the main points, let's start writing the summary. As I told you earlier, while writing a summary, you should keep in mind that no introduction part should be there. Like I am going to write this summary or this summary is about this one. No such thing should be included. You can club 2 points together, join them and write down. And otherwise you can write in single sentences also. You can even use transition or linking words like moreover, furthermore, however, firstly, secondly, all this thing. It's better to you join a club with 2 points and write it down. Not necessary that always you need to do. If you join too many times, then the word limit will be very less. So the best thing is try sometimes in between to join 2 points whenever you feel that the word limit is exceeding it. Okay. So now you can see on the screen, some cultures perceive dragons differently. In China and Vietnam, they are valued for their magic and beauty and are well respected. Moreover, they symbolize heroism. They are known as the protector and a symbol of power. People born in the Chinese dragon year will be healthy, wealthy and wise. You can see that I have stuck to the correct word limit. It is written within 50 words. So you should keep in mind the word limit is very important. If you exceed it or if it is very less, then the marks will be reduced. I hope now you have understood how to write a summary. Well students, I hope you have understood what is a summary. What are the steps in writing a summary? The things you should avoid